All right, back to the book. If we have spoken especially of the infantry fight, is because it was the most serious on foot, on horseback, on the bridge of a vessel, at the moment of danger, the same man is always found. So he's saying, look, we're talking about infantry, and we just talked a little bit about horses, but it doesn't matter what the fighting situation is, the same man is always found. Anyone who knows him well deduces from his action in the past what his action will be in the future. So understand that human nature. And here we start talking about, again, it's this same theme. Back to the book. Let us repeat now what we have said at the very beginning of this study. Man does not enter battle to fight, but for victory. He does everything he can to avoid the first and obtain the second. The continued improvement of all appliances of war has no other goal than the annihilation of the enemy. Absolute bravery, which does not refuse battle even on unequal terms, trusting only to God or destiny, is not natural in man. It is the result of moral culture. So that's pretty poignant, right? Because I've seen some absolute bravery, and there's thousands of individual stories of absolute bravery in our culture, in our U.S. culture. And that's because of our moral culture. That's where it comes from. Back to the book. It is infinitely rare because in the face of danger, the animal case of self-preservation always gains the upper hand. Man has a horror of death. In the bravest, a great sense of duty, which they alone are capable of understanding and living up to, is paramount. But the mass always cowers at the sight of the phantom, death. Discipline is for the purpose of dominating that horror by a still greater horror, that of punishment or disgrace. So he's talking about you. You know what? And Tony said this, and this is a common team guy thing to say. You know, I would rather die than look like a pussy. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, ha ha ha. No, actually, it's true. Yeah. That's an actual feeling. It's an actual thought, for sure. And that's what he's saying. People would rather die than be disgraced, and that's powerful. But there always comes an instant when natural horror gets the upper hand over discipline, and the fighter flees. Stop, hold out a few minutes, an instant more, and you are the victor. You are not even wounded. If you turn your back, you are dead. He does not hear. He cannot hear anymore. He is full of fear. How many armies have sworn to conquer or perish? How many have kept their oaths? An oath of sheep to stand up against wolves. History shows not armies, but firm souls who have fought unto death. And the devotion of Thermopylae is therefore justly immortal. So the Spartans, the 300 Spartans, there's a reason why that is an immortal story, because it's rare. And it's not a whole army, it's 300 Spartans. And obviously we've seen examples of guys doing the same kind of thing, but that's why they're heroes.